And we'll be ready to start. There we go. There. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to LisaBug Cardio Strength Fusion. We're in the month of October 25, and our focus is on high intensity interval training. So I've been doing the same style of playlist the last couple weeks where we do an exercise for 30 seconds at your own intensity. Then we have 15 seconds to transition to the next exercise. There are 5 of those in a block with a 1-minute break in between. What I'd like to do today, during that 1-minute break, that's where I'm going to put our cardio in. So more like not a high intensity cardio, more like a mid-range zone 2 to 3 cardio. We'll be moving for that full minute doing some cardio work. I want you to put your thinking cap on today because some of our exercises are going to be in a stationary squat, like a wall sit, where we'll be down here in this squat, and I want you to have all of your equipment available, and whatever you want to add, maybe a stretchy band, maybe your weights in here, whatever you want to do during those 30-second sets, I want you to get creative in that and try to make it something a little different every time. We're going to do different stances in our squat with that. Also, a lot of balance work today. 30-second balance holds. If you need a wall, have that available. I'd like to start out a warm-up with one of our Tai Chi movements, and this is called Fair Lady Works the Shuttles. So step over to the right side and tap your left foot. And then this foot is sometimes called weightless stance because we're not really putting our weight on this foot. That way we can be ready to step in any direction with that foot. So we'll lift up the left leg, extend the heel out, strike it. I just want you to shift forward and back. And when you come back, you're pulling the toes up. So we're warming up our ankles, knees, and hips a little bit. And then this hand here, the left hand, is going to come from the bottom. And as we come up, you flip the wrist like you're blocking something away and you're kind of blocking the sun from your eyes. And then that hand will come back down. Then we'll shift, flip the wrist, block away the sun, and down. We're just going to do each one of these movements about 5 times. And 2 more. Up and block it away. Last one, come up, block it away, and come back in. So now we have the top hand, which usually resides here in our ball position. This time as we come forward, you're going to turn your hand and push out like a strike, and your hips are pivoting a little bit. And then this hand comes back to the top. Pull your toes up. We'll come up and push. There's still a little bit of a bend in your elbows when we do that push. So we're not straightening our arm all the way out. In Tai Chi, which is a martial arts, that would make it easier for the opponent to pull us over. So we want to have everything strong into our midsection. All right, so now let's put them both together, and they happen one at a time. The bottom arm's going to come up, we block away, and then we push. Then we come back in. Good. Flip your wrist, push, and come back in. We'll do 3 more for 5. Nice shoulder warm up. And I love starting with a little Tai Chi just to get us kind of grounded with our mind and our body, focusing on mindful movement. And come back in. Good, let's just tap that foot in. We'll take a step to the left, do a little bit of a roll of the ball. And now we're in our weightless stance on this side, so we can readily pick up our right foot. So we'll lift it up, we'll take it out on a diagonal, strike the heel, and just start the body shifting forward and back. And this stance is a very comfortable position. It's not a really long step forward, and same with our body coming forward and back. Because again, we don't want to reach out here and have our opponent pull us over and lose our balance. So this time, the right hand is the bottom arm. So it comes here, we bring it up, flick the wrist, block out the sun, and then bring it back down to the bottom. And flip the wrist. So in martial arts, we're blocking away maybe an opponent's punch. So that's what we're doing, is we're keeping kind of our guard up, and we're going, nope, no you don't. And then we'll do one more here. And then the top hand is the one that's here, the left hand. And we slightly turn a little bit, step out and push. And notice I'm kind of pivoting this back heel a little bit off the floor. I'm rotating my waist because that's where the power comes from in your body. Rotate. It's kind of like a golf swing. We couldn't hit the golf ball very far if we didn't have a pre-loading swing involved. Okay, let's put them together. The bottom arm goes slightly before the top one. So we block and then we punch. And then we come back in, pull the toes up. Block and punch or strike. We'll do 3 more of these for 5. You should feel just a little bit of your heart rate kind of picking up a little bit here, getting ready for our high intensity workout this morning. Last one. Come back in, tap the toe, do a little roll the ball, and then relax, shake everything out. Okay, here is how our intervals are going to look. Every time we start a new block, we're in an isometric squat. So the first one we'll start will be feet about hips distance apart, or you can go up to the wall and do a wall sit. Now I'm going to leave it up to you to utilize whatever you have for equipment and add any extra work in on these 30-second intervals. From that block, we'll go to balance work. I'm just going to bring my little notes over here. We'll have a balance exercise. Then we'll have a strength training exercise. Then we'll work the balance on the other side. And then we have strength again, and then that 1 minute of cardio. I'll help you along the way as we get this going. Let me get my music queued up to get us started. So we're in our isometric squat. Grab any equipment that you want to use to challenge yourself. I'm going to pick up my stretchy band for the first set. Okay, so our feet are about hips distance apart, not a really wide squat. We drop down into it, and we're going to hold here. So 30 seconds starts now, and we can add any other work here. So we've talked about this before. Isometric work helps moderate our blood pressure. You want to be breathing throughout the exercise. We've got a balanced one coming up. Make sure if you need a chair to help you for that, you have it ready. Okay, rest. So we're going to start in tandem stance for our first balance pose. And again, you can use any other equipment that you want. You can use hand weights or a rubber band. 30 seconds begins now. So I'm just going to do a little arm row back here. Great. Now you don't have to do any extra stuff in the balance poses. You can just try to keep it steady. After this balance, we're going to pick up your heavy weights. We'll have 15 seconds to get there. Okay, that's 30 seconds. So pick up your heavy weights. I've got 8-pounders. And we're going to do deadlifts. So bring the weights right in front. We have 30 seconds of deadlifting. Good posture, tuck in the chin. Come down and pull it up and squeeze your glutes. Now, if you'd like to add a row here, you can add that in. I really want you guys to challenge yourself in this workout today. You've been working out with LisaBug classes for years, so you know lots of options with our exercises. Our next 30 seconds is to come into tandem stance on the left side. So set your weights down, unless you want to use them during your balance pose. Now your left foot is in front. Find a nice solid tandem stance. And I'm going to do the row on the other side. Oh, this is harder. Good. So remember, if you need to widen your stance for a little bit stronger base of support, you can do that. But our goal is to get the right foot directly behind the left. After this 30 seconds balance, we're going to repeat the strength training exercise. Okay, pick up your heavy weights. You've got 15 seconds. If you're set and you want to go sooner, you don't have to wait for me and wait for the beep. So make sure your knees are a little bit bent, spine is nice and long, and let's go into that deadlift or a dead row. Now really think about neutral spine. So this is not a deadlift, rounding our back forward here. You want to sit your butt back, keep your back straight. After this exercise, this is our fifth 30 seconds. We've got 1 minute of cardiovascular work. All right, set your weights down. Okay, we have 1 minute. Start with a right foot march. So our first exercise, leading with the right leg, is to go out, out, in, wide, narrow, wide, narrow. Now the music I'm using, not likely you can hear it, but it's at 140 beats a minute. That's pretty fast. So you can slow this down to whatever tempo you want to go. I want you to bend your knees so you can see my head goes down, up. 1 minute. Got to keep an eye on it. 15 seconds, guys, and then we're going to do a squat hold again. I'll give you a second to pick up any equipment you want. 1 more. Okay, we have a wide squat. Come down for 30 seconds. If you want to use your weights, grab them, add anything else in here. But you don't need to have weights if you don't want. You can still just do some movement with your upper body. So our toes are turning out. Our knees are tracking directly over those feet. And we're holding it really steady. After this 30 seconds, we have a balance pose. Okay, come on up. Bring your feet together. We're going to do starfish balance. So turn your toes out. Tap your left foot to the side. Again, you can use any equipment if you want to. And then we're going to lift this leg up. Hold it. 30 seconds balancing. Good. Anything you want to do with your arms or the leg, make it challenging for you. Good job. We've got light weights coming up for our strength training work. All right, light weights, bring them on up. Okay, stand with your right foot in split stance. We're going to bring the weights into a bicep curl, push it forward, bring it in and down, curl and push. Now, if the push bothers your shoulders, just do the curls. Hi, Treacle. Treacle's totting through the room here. Then we've got our starfish balance on the other side. Good job. Okay, rest. Weights are down. Stand on your left foot with your toes slightly turned out. Tap the right foot to the side. Get good posture before you start. And then let's begin. Good. Remember, it's normal to have one side of your balance be much different than the other. Just do what you can. Great job. We're going to repeat that strength training exercise. Pick up your lighter weights. And again, that's just an option. You could use the heavier ones. Left foot forward in split stance. We're going to come up, push, and down. Go, 30 seconds. And we're going at a very controlled pace here. Our back foot is almost like that unweighted stance we did in the Tai Chi. There's more energy or more weight into your front leg. When we finish this, 1 minute of cardio, then we'll have a drink break. Okay, set those weights down. 1 minute of cardio, coming into a left foot march, and then the same as we did on the other side. Wide, narrow, wide, narrow. Now I'm just doing this athletic movement with my arms, but you could do anything you want to make it your workout. Good. Each one of these blocks is almost 5 minutes apiece. We'll take a complete rest and a drink break after this 1 minute of cardio. Good, get that heart rate up. Just a little bit of endurance here, longer than the normal 30 seconds. Great job. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great, I'm gonna pause my music. Okay, grab a drink, maybe check your pulse. I have my Fitbit turned off, so I can't see what my heart rate is, but maybe do a little heart rate check or a rating of perceived exertion. Heart rate should be up there. Okay, so that was our first 2 blocks. So we're going to continue with the same effort. We're going to do a isometric, followed by a balance, a strength, a balance, a strength, and then a cardio. So again, if you want to pick up any equipment for your squat, your isometric, we're going to do a split stance squat. So get yourself ready. Your right foot is in front. Your left foot is back with your heel up. We're going to come down, hold it. And then whatever you want to add. The arm work is just icing on the cake. It's about the isometric hold. So try to stay in it for that entire 30 seconds. Woo, okay, there we go. We have a balance pose. You could certainly keep your weights. This is our single leg stance. So stand on the right foot, get good posture, lift up your left knee, hold it. 30 seconds. It was funny, I was feeling so solid and then I just fell out of it for no reason. I find it's easier if you don't have your hands on your hips, but that's the assessment, if you guys remember that when we did our test outs on this. Okay, pick up your light weights. 2 choices. You've got upright rows for one choice or overhead presses for the other choice. Standing in right foot split stance. Go. 30 seconds. So option 1 here, option 2 here. You can even combine them. Great job. Then if you want to keep your weights for your balance pose, you can, because we're going to be doing this again. Okay, let's balance on the left foot with your single leg stance. I'm going to try to hold my weights. Knee is up. Beginning now. There's the music. Woo. Yeah, I don't know if it's harder or easier with the weights. Probably harder. Good. We're almost there. There's the tone. Okay, shake it out. You've got 15 seconds to get set up. You either have an upright row or an overhead press or a combination. Left foot's in front, split stance. Good. This is exercise number 5, which means we have 1 minute of cardio coming up. Woo! Feeling that fatigue. Okay, relax it down. Your cardio exercise, 1 minute, step side to side. You can do anything with your arms. Keep it low into your legs. Lateral movements. Great job. With this one, you can add a little hamstring curl, bringing your heel back to your butt. Jazz up those arms. If you have room at home, you can move forward and move back. Great job. Now we have about 15 seconds if you want to use your weights for your next squat. Pick them up in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you want to use your weights, let's bring it up. Left foot in front, take it down. We're in our split squat. We have 30 seconds. Now I'm just repeating what I did with the weights on the other side, but you got a plethora of things you can do here. Great job. Nice. Okay, come on up. We have a balance pose. You can keep your weights if you want. This is tree. So turn your toes out. Bring your knee out to the side. And ready. Starting now. So we're using the outside of our hip to keep the knee pointing out to the side. You can tap the toe gently. Arms can be anywhere. Typically tree is here and then here. Great job. We're going to be needing 1 heavy weight coming up. Okay, 1 heavy weight. Put it in your right hand. Step your left foot forward. I'm going to do a 1 arm row with an optional twist. So we pull the elbow back. Second option, we turn our body. It's going to add a little bit of a balance challenge if you add the rotation. Front knee is bent. Gently supporting your hand here. Keep your core really engaged. Now, if your back foot is parallel, you'll feel a little calf stretch and a hip flexor release. Okay, option to keep a weight if you want. We've got tree pose on the other side. So a little bit of a turnout, first position. Get ready. And go. 30. Good. There's a lot of balance in class today. So important for aging strong, for our longevity. Woo. Great job. I feel this standing hip and my calf muscle really burning. Woo. Yeah, I'm losing it. There it is. Okay, pick up that heavy weight in your left hand. So we've got the opposite strength training exercise. So we're either pulling straight back or we're adding a rotation. Here we go, 30 seconds. Good job, good job. Woo. We've got our cardio coming up. Okay, set that weight down. Cardio, 2 steps to each direction or a grapevine. So we can take 2 steps, 1, 2, 1, 2, or grapevine back. 1 minute. Good. You're going at whatever intensity you want today. You're monitoring your body throughout the class and making adjustments. You can add a knee lift. You can add a heel dig to the front. You can add a side raise. Make it yours. Great job. Let's see what time we got. 10 seconds, guys. Then we have a drink break. Last one. And rest. Great job. Let's hydrate. And let that heart rate come down. Maybe monitor it. See where you're at on your device. Rating of perceived exertion. So I'm going to give you, we'll have one more block with a holding squat. I'm going to give you the challenge to bring your legs completely together and hold your squat like this. If that's too tippy for you, separate them a little bit. It's more on the line of our tandem stance where we have the legs closer together. Again, you can use anything you want for strength training. Our balance pose is warrior 3 for this one. So if you want to keep your weights, you can as well. Okay, so let's get set up. I'm going to do a little bit of rubber bands here. So bring your feet close together. Sit down. Hold this 30 seconds. Good job. Isometric lower body work. This is our 5th isometric squat, which means we'll basically have 2.5 minutes of isometric squats by the time we're finished. Okay, come up. You can keep your equipment. Right foot is in front, left foot back. We're going to come into warrior 3. So the back foot lifts up off the floor. The hips level off. 30 seconds, go. Think about your eye gaze, your drishti, your focal point. Think about your head position. Tuck that chin in. Woo. We have light weights coming up. Okay, come on up. Light weights. Right foot in front for your split stance. Elbows bent about 90 degrees. We're going to come up into an arm raise or a rotator raise. So if you choose to rotate, That's going to fire your rotator cuff. Not too high with your elbows. Keep them shoulder height or lower. Good job, good job. Then we've got our warrior 3 on the other leg, with or without any equipment. All right, set that down. I used my rubber band last time and just held it around my hands. Left foot is in front. Level off your pelvis. Tip forward a little bit till that back leg lifts off the floor. Go. Good job, good job. Feel all those little muscles in your feet and ankles working. Your toes, your core. We've got our same exercise for strength coming up. All right. Come on up. This time we have our left foot in front for our split stance. Option 1 or option 2, rotate. Okay, here we go for 30 seconds. We have 1 more minute of cardio coming up. Woo. Yeah, nice job, everybody. Mindful pace. Okay, weights are down. 1 minute of cardio. Here's the move. We have 1 squat and a grapevine. 1 squat, grapevine. Squat, together, 2 steps. Squat, together, 2 steps. Squat, together, 2 steps. Squat, together, grapevine. Good job. Nice work. Spiking that heart rate 1 more time. 15 seconds. 1 more each side. And rest. Good job. Okay, we need to make a little bit of adjustments here as we're going to come down onto our mats. So grab a drink, let your heart rate come down a little bit. I'm going to grab my blanket for kneeling work. We want our light weights close to our mat so that we can get those quickly. So our balance pose for this one is going to be our bird dog on hands and knees. Our isometric is going to be a plank. So you've got 2 times, is that correct? No, we just have 1 time to do the plank. 30 seconds. Then we'll be doing bird dog. Then we'll be doing strength training. And then our bird dog again, our strength training again. Okay, so our plank is first. And you can certainly do it up against a wall or a chair. Since that's the first one, you're going to take your time to get into that. Okay, so let's get ready, guys. In 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, and start. So remember, all of your options for planks. You can just be hands and knees for a proper plank. You can come down to your elbows. You can drop your knees down. Good job, good job. Nice work, almost there. Balance is next. Drop those knees down. We have 15 seconds to start our bird dog. Our right arm will be front. Our left leg will be back. You'll be holding 30 seconds and you can add any variations. Here we go. So we could bring elbow and knee together. We could shift the arm and leg out to the side. We can do some leg and arm circles. or just hold it steady for that 30 seconds. Woo. So I feel my left shoulder getting tired. All right, so it's that left shoulder we're going to do strength training on, so it doesn't have to be on the mat. So pick up your weight in your left hand. We've got our arms straightening and bending for tricep kickbacks. Here we go. Now we can also take our right leg off the mat if you'd like to. Strong and solid through the midsection. Great work. We have our bird dog coming up on the other side. So if your right leg is back, you're going to leave it there and set your weight down and just reach your left arm forward. Bird dog. Great job. Now you could certainly come down to your elbow for bird dog. This works great, guys. So if your wrist is getting tired, come down to your elbow or use your hand weight. Hold on to it so you can make your wrist straight. You can take it out to the side. You can bring elbow to knee. So now you should be feeling your right shoulder getting tired. So that's the arm we're going to do our triceps with. So come on down. You can shake it out a little bit. Then pick up that weight in your right hand. Pull your elbow back. Ready. Tricep kickbacks. Go. Option to lift your left leg back up off the floor. Great job. Ooh, I grabbed my 5s today. This is challenging with 5 pounds on those kickbacks. Ooh. Okay, relax. What I want you to do is take a second to roll down onto your back. This is 1 minute here. You're going to do 1 minute or what's left of it of crunches. So whenever you get down, abdominal crunches. Good. This is going to take us to the end of this round. Almost there. Let me check our timer. Oh yeah, about 10 seconds. Our isometric exercise is a bridge from here. All right, so lay your arms next to the side of your body. Bring your feet about hips distance apart. You can use any equipment you want in your bridge. So if you want to grab weights and do some chest flies, whatever you'd like to do, then let's lift our hips and hold the hips up. 30 seconds of isometric bridge. Great job, great job. So our balance pose, I'm actually going to bring my blanket under my rear a little bit. Our balance pose, come down from your bridge. You're going to reach your hand behind your right leg and use it to help you roll up. And then we're going to hold this for balance. So that's going to be your goal, to hold here for 30 seconds. If rolling up is not an option for you, lay on your back and do a hamstring stretch for 30 seconds. So you guys should have your weights right by your mat. Make sure you got them, because we're going to roll this back down. Okay, roll down. I like to take my weights with me first so I don't have to get them once I'm laying on the ground. So we can have our hips up in that bridge again, this time with chest presses, bending your elbows down, squeezing up. So this is our strength training exercise, but also offers you another round of isometrics. And I'm doing the A press, so I bring my elbows wide and then I bring my hands and the weights in narrow, like I'm making an apex, a pyramid. Okay, rest. You can carefully set your weights down. Bring your hand behind your left leg. Give it a big kick to bring yourself up. And then we've got 30 seconds holding this if possible. Remember, you can just stay here and do a hamstring stretch. Okay, 30 seconds. I don't have a lot of weight on this right foot. I'm really trying to balance on my sitting bone. Whew. Then we're going to do that weight training exercise one more time. I cratered. Okay, grab your weights, roll down. Option to set up again in your bridge. Isometric work for the hips and the thighs. Weights are up, they're touching together at the top for the A press. Bend your elbows out, squeeze up. Good. So this is the last strength training exercise in this block. Then for 1 minute, we have bicycles. There's a lot of ways we can do them. Depending on the strength of your core, set those weights down and your lower back. So option 1, we're just going to bring one foot up off the floor and rotate side to side. Or you can have both feet up and extend the leg out long. Oh, my music is going out because I'm getting a spam call to my phone. That's okay. We might get a few extra seconds of this one. I think it's still running my music, actually. I just can't hear it. Good job, good job. Keep it going. Yep, there it's back again. 30 seconds, you guys, on these bicycles. Rotate, rotate. Woo. So what we've got coming up, I'll give you a chance to grab a drink, take a little rest. Then we're going to work on flexibility, stretching, and relax. Okay, let me shut us off for a second here. So take your time to grab a drink, whatever you need to do. A cookie. Yes, you had to have been there. It's our inside joke, right, Judith? Okay, so maybe a cookie. Mm-hmm. So this next piece will pretty much all be stretching in those 30-second increments, but we have also 15 seconds to get to the other side. So it might be closer to 40 seconds to stretch on each exercise. So our hamstrings will be first. And if you like to sit up and do a hamstring stretch like this, that's how I'm going to be. But if you like to be laying down on your back, maybe with your yoga strap behind the foot and stretching your hamstring that way, that would be great as well. So decide your best hamstring position that you like to do. And then let's begin. 30 seconds. Okay, so we want a nice tall spine when we stretch forward. I'm actually going to use my little strap here. Okay, let's breathe through the stretch. Now think about your head position, that little L here, your shoulders being drawn down. And then we have 15 seconds to get to the other side. So take your time. You're on your back, same thing, just change the legs. Okay, now let's start on this side. Hamstring. So our next stretch will be both legs at the same time. If you want to be on your back, you can do legs up the wall with some ankle pumps. So that'll be a nice option for that one. Okay, we've got 15 seconds to decide what you want to do. So on your back, maybe take your legs up the wall. I'm going to do a seated with both legs extended out and use my little strap here. Okay, 30 seconds. Try not to round your back. If you're laying on your back, the floor keeps you straight, which is good. But when we're sitting up, we have to think about it. Our next stretch is going to be figure 4 on your back or pigeon or modified pigeon sitting up. Okay, so we have 15 seconds to get in position for your hip stretch. So what I'm going to do is bring both legs over to the side. You can slide the leg back for pigeon, or you can do figure 4 laying on your back with your ankle over your thigh. 30 seconds stretching here. I like it when the music just counts everything for me. I don't have to always look at the clock. It's great. Because sometimes I get to talking too much and the time goes by. So this keeps me honest in my timing. Okay, you have 15 seconds to get to the other side. So if you're on your back, cross the other leg over for figure 4, or switch your pigeon or modified pigeon. And let's come on down. So this is our 5th stretch, number 5. We have a 1-minute extended period of time. So what I'm going to do is a downward dog to stretch out my calves. You can also place your hands on a chair, or you can do dolphin on your elbows. Okay, so I'm going to do a down dog. You can certainly pick any other stretch that you want to do for this extended one. So I like to do a little walking the dog, pedaling my feet. Coming to the elbows is a great option here for dolphin. So this stretch is going to lead us up to a forward fold. So let's take about another 15 seconds here in the stretch you're in. And then take your time to come into a forward bend. So walking feet to hands or hands to feet. Maybe a ragdoll pose. Okay, so we are going to stay here for our next 30-second stretch. You can sway a little side to side. You can reach behind your legs. You can come up to half forward fold so that you don't have as much of a flexion forward. Let your knees bend a little bit. Make this feel okay for your lower back. Good. This feels so great down the backs of the legs. We need it every day. Okay, come up. We have 15 seconds to get into a side bend. Your legs can be any distance apart. We're going to reach the right arm up and then take it over and open up the waist. 30 seconds, holding here. Now another option for this is to cross your right foot behind your left, more of our tandem stance position. That's going to challenge your balance as well as stretch your IT band. Good job, good job. We're stretching but strengthening the core as well. Okay, come on down. 15 seconds to get to the other side, depending on what you want to do. I'm going to take my foot behind and hold it. Great job, great job. This is more challenging when you have both arms extended up. Make sure it feels okay for your body. Our next stretch is going to be for the shoulders and the neck. I heard you all go, yay! Me too. Okay, we'll take a chest expansion first. Then we'll cross the right arm on top of the left for a hug or for eagle arms. Bring your elbows to the left and look to the right side. Holding 30 seconds. Now, if you're feeling kind of sassy, you can bring your feet closer together and bend your knees like a chair pose. That's going to add a little leg strength and balance. Woo. Releasing the neck, the upper back, the shoulders. Okay, come up. Release the arms. Take a chest expansion. Then cross your left arm on top of your right. Either take a big hug or wrap into eagle. Elbows go to the right. Head looks to the left. And then we can add this little bit of upper or lower body strengthening and balance and core stability. Nice and steady. We are almost there. Just a few more seconds. All right, come on up. Open out into your chest expansion again. And chest expansion is so important for our posture. So now we'll either hold this, or reach behind your back. You can even use your yoga strap or your stretchy band. And let's hold our chest expansion here. This is our last stretch, guys. There's an option in yoga where we take this into a forward fold at the same time. So that's a wonderful option. Just about 15 seconds. You can add a little back bend. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Shake everything out. Let's finish our class together. Take a nice breath in and exhale. And I want you to take your right hand, pat yourself on the back over here, and then your left hand, pat yourself on the back over here, and then reach forward toward Jitsi land. Give everybody a high five, a knuckle bump, and take one more breath. Inhale. And nicely done, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll shut our recording off, jump in the back room. We've got time for a chit chat today. I hope you can stay along. Otherwise, send me a little note and let me know how your workout was today. Great job, everybody.